Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another beautiful episode with me on Real Life Talk with Blessing. This is your host, King B. If you're joining me for the first time, please do subscribe, share with your friends and family. There's something you will learn, because on Real Life Talk with Blessing, I like to share true life stories, personal experiences. Learn from people's mistakes. Don't make your own mistake. One thing I want to say is, why are some single mothers who remarry behave like their life depends on the marriage? They don't, in quotes, they don't want their children to spoil their marriage or to break their marriage. I don't understand how you will turn your back on your child because you are with a new man. Please make me understand it. So there was this young girl someone brought to live with me. She's about 17 years old. When I interviewed her, she told me her mother was married to another man and the man didn't want to see her. Her mom already had kids for the new husband. There's one thing I need to let you understand as parents, okay? When you love a child, it's hard to influence that child outside, because the love you have given to that child will always bring trust and confidence. And if anyone tries to influence them, you will be the first to hear about it because they trust you. But when you push a child away, wickedness of the world is waiting to show the child other options. Do you know why I say this? Because I want you to understand from this particular episode. So some months after she resumed work with me, she said she was going for her grandfather's burial. I said, okay, no problem. I gave her transport and she left. She stayed about 1 week in the village and came back. While she came back, I think I was preparing to travel to Italy. It was summer then. I traveled to Italy for a while, and while I was away, I had a neighbor who I actually begged to help me look over my apartment. So one day she called me and told me that the girl that works for me says she wants to leave. Why? So I called her and told her to be patient, that I will soon come back. She now said, okay. It's not like she was alone in the house. I had a cousin who was staying with her at that time. That my cousin is now in Abuja. I left both of them in the house. So it's not like she was alone in the house or she was lonely, or she was at home with my cousin. So when I got back about a week later, I stayed away for like almost 2 months. So I returned about a week later and immediately I saw this girl. I noticed her face was chubby and she was bloated. So I asked her if she saw her period. She said yes. Because a lot of time when a woman wants to see her menstrual flow, you get this bloatiness, puffy face. You know, we see those things all the time. I didn't say anything. The next morning, immediately I woke up, I went to her room and told her to dress up, that we needed to pick something urgently. I took her straight to the lab. They did a pregnancy test and this girl was pregnant. So she wanted to leave before I returned so I won't know she was pregnant. Anyway, I took her back home and I called her family that brought her to me so we can find out how she got pregnant and who was responsible. I got the mother's number from her, so I put a call through to her mother. You know, let me talk to her woman to woman. Unfortunately, I got the shock of my life. I introduced myself and told her the situation her daughter is in, because she's a teenager, she's 17. She doesn't know anything. She's a kid. So I called the mom and I told her what was going on, being the mother of the child, thinking, okay, she will know what to do and everything. And all this woman will say is, in quotes, "Madam, please, my husband must not hear about something like this. He's a pastor. Like what? You mean that is more important? I was so angry and I told her to stop talking like that. But this woman continued. And please, her husband must not hear anything like this. Oh, that he will be so angry. That I'm like, you mean he won't be interested in who got a teenage girl pregnant? Well, this and many more is what children suffer. They suffer neglect, they suffer rape and all sorts of abuse. And a single mother would rather face her new man. Well, I gave her a piece of my mind that she's not worth the title of being a mother. Do you know, a lot of single mothers go as far as allowing their so-called husbands or boyfriends to rape their children. Because a lot of them are so scared to be alone. That's the truth. They don't mind using their children as sacrificial lambs. So I had to get in touch with her uncle. And he came and took her away. And she later contacted me that her grandmother took her for evacuation. Her mother was never involved. I spoke to her to the best of my knowledge at that time, because this thing happened a very long time ago, some years back. I made her understand she's putting her life on the line if she decided to take that pathway. Ladies and gentlemen, we all were once children. We know what being a child is. You remember how you hated the way parents shouted and screamed, all in the name of discipline. But I have to tell you the truth. Bring your child closer. Listen to them. Know them. Let them tell you their dreams and vision. A lot of parents are so carried away with the competition they have with themselves. Yes, I said it. Some parents are using their children to boost their ego. In quote, my son is graduating at 16. Please, children are not baits. Let them grow and discover their purpose. An 11-year-old told me she was under pressure. That will be a story for another day. Mothers especially, please stand up for your child. Even if there's a case of teenage pregnancy. And now to all the teenagers, especially girls. Baby girl, I love you, but I got to tell you the truth. Please secure your future. It's okay to have friends, both boys and girls, but trust me, sex is not part of what you want to be involved in. Teenage pregnancy is on the rise. Girl, don't you want to make yourself proud? Do it for you. Face your studies. And don't let fun put an end to your life journey. Remember, there are also a lot of diseases. And to the young teenage boy out there, you don't want to get into sex. If she gets pregnant, your education could be put on hold. The plan for your future could be put on hold. You don't want to mess up your life because you got a girl pregnant. Trust me, you think you're having fun. Don't worry, when you become an adult, you will understand better. Don't rush life. Take it one step at a time. You can have friends, boys, girls. There's no crime in having friends. If you feel pressured, talk to your parents. Don't let anyone kill your voice. If you have something to say, speak out. Okay? Don't forget, this is your host, King B. Follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. Let's connect, let's make friends. You know, I love to talk about things like this because I see a lot of issues, a lot of situations, a lot of mistakes young girls make. I know a lot of them didn't get the proper orientation. Mothers, please, give them that orientation, give them that teachings, so that your daughter doesn't go out and a guy just say, hey, beautiful, and she thinks that is love. Help secure them. Let me tell you one secret. Learn to compliment your child. When you compliment your child, whether your son or your daughter, it won't move them when they hear it outside because they already know. They already heard mommy and daddy telling them they are beautiful, they are smart, they are intelligent, they are doing their best. They should push themselves and they will be the best. They hear their parents motivate them by telling them not to give up. They hear their parents tell them, you can do it, just put efforts. I've seen parents who tell their children, you look so ugly. How do you think that child will react when that child meets one guy who just say, hi beautiful, she'll say, oh, he loves me. Because she doesn't know the definition of love. It's not by buying them things, expensive things that matters. There are things your money can't fix. A lot of young girls fall for just words of mouth. Because for them, it's fascinating to hear such words. And remember, children are very inquisitive. If you don't talk to them about it, they're going to find out themselves. And you wouldn't want that. Don't let the world teach your child. I hope we all learned something, both the teenage girl, the teenage boy. And parents, I hope you all learned something today. Be accessible. Okay? I'll talk to you again on Real Life Talk with Blessing. Do have a nice day. God bless you. Bye.